I'm here at Mitchell Domes Park for the Wisconsin Orchid Society's fall show, and I'm here to help with ribbon judging, and then there will be AOS judging. Okay, this is the end of ribbon judging. You can see ribbons on the display behind me. I think this is the one from the iOS because I recognize some of the plants in it as mine. And I'm going to go around after AOS judging is over and show off some of the displays in the Wisconsin Orchid Society show. The displays for the Wisconsin Orchid Society show are inside one of the Mitchell Domes. Now that it's almost midday, it is super bright in here. It's very hot. They have these fans going, so it's really hard, of course, to hear anything. And we're going to walk down the path here and look at all of the displays. This display right here is by the Mitchell Park Domes, and they have a gigantic Orchids lawrenceana that sadly was not entered in the specimen class because it truly is an amazing, huge Orchids. It has these gorgeous flowers right there. It's a very, very nice Orchids. This display right here is by the Wisconsin Orchid Society. They have a member that has the most amazing miniatures. Look at how tiny flowers are on this. It's very hard to see them. I got to judge that class. Look at all these tiny flowers on this Stellus right there. Really beautifully bloomed flowers in this display. Look at this Cuthbertsonia hybrid, Dendrobium illusion embers. Sophie's Orchids has produced a little tabletop display of Phalaenopsis. Nat's Orchids has a nice little tabletop display, and it has a really adorable Cattleya Why Not, and it can be compared to one of its progeny, Cattleya Why Not Sir, or Goratonia, which is right across the way from it in the Wisconsin display. This display by Eastern Iowa, which is actually missing a whole bunch of plants now because they were removed for AOS judging, took the show trophy and a silver certificate. Here's a very nice display by B&H Orchids. I like this Cerulean, Mary Elizabeth Bond. I like Cattleyas. They also have other really nice lavender cats right here. And a Prada Green Deluxe. The Batavia Orchid Society has this nice tabletop display with Brassavola Crazy Arachno right in the middle. I like the Cuculata influence in Crazy Arachno. Sun Prairie Orchids has a very nice tabletop display here in baskets. Very well arranged. And still in the shade is this display, which is sort of almost in the round, so we're starting on the back side. And we can circle around the dome to its front side. And we can see that this display is by Orchid Growers Guild from Madison. It's a really nice circular display. Heading around the domes, we're going to come to our last two displays for the show. First we have this tabletop display by Anything Orchids. I really like the screen that they have in back to hold up their Vanda crosses right here. And they have like they matched it with this gate right here. It's really kind of very thematic display. Beautiful white Cattleya sitting in the middle. I really like this Ports of Paradise George King cross in it. Just love the color in it. It's a huge Cattleya though. The Cattleyas in this display are very, very large. Right before you can take some rest in the shaded pergola, we have the display by the Illinois Orchid Society that I started with. And I'll just show off some of my plants here. It's my Mendoza right there. It's really fading. It is very hot in the domes. And then I sent 2 of my Richard Mueller crosses. This is the Sunspots by Richard Mueller. And then this is the Laelia cross. Was it Kotsky by something across to Richard Mueller. You can see the tag down here. Was it Angieri by Kotsky across to Richard Mueller. And then we've got some really nice Cochleata mixes down here. So this is Green Hornet back here. And we have Cochleata. We got a Brassia Viridina. Oh, you can really see it's starting to go. So this is the older flowers right here. This is mine. This must be Steve's. And then we have a Brassia Rex Jean here, which is also going. It is so hot in these domes right here. Oh, some very nice Habenaria Rhodokyla right here. And, you know, I have to spend a little extra time on the display by my society. The vendor area at the Wisconsin Orchid Society show has Nat's Orchids, and over here it has, I think, Sundance? Sun Prairie Orchids. And then as we come around the atrium, we've got Sophie's Orchids here. And still Sophie's Orchids. We have BAH here down on the corner. Now we circled back over to the gift shop for the garden, the Mitchell domes. And then we have, oh, look at these miniatures right here. Looks like it's maybe J&L Orchids from Easton, Connecticut. That's pretty awesome. We have a vendor from Connecticut vending here. And then we have Anything Orchids over here in the corner. They're located in Frankfort, Illinois. And those are the vendors at the Wisconsin Orchid Show. Okay, and finally, it's not a display, but there were corsage entries, and I got to judge them. And this Dendrobium corsage is really neat, and it has these Oncidium Alliance flowers in it. And then here are the other arrangements, orchid arrangements. Cattleya, a Cymbidium corsage and a Phalaenopsis corsage. There was this glass etching of a Lycaste. And finally, there was this beautiful watercolor. Look at the detail on that watercolor.
Exactly. Ours was like...
And that is the show.